Do you know what monkey bread is, or have you ever tried it? This is the most simple and probably the most underrated dessert ever. So I've been working on my laminated dough here at home, and I collected some pastry scraps, so I decided to make it. So I mixed it with cinnamon, with caramel, and oh my gosh, it went really well. So without further ado, let's see how it's done. The dough can be any type, laminated or eased. This time I'm going to work with laminated pastry dough scraps. So I do apologize for my drawing, but I tried to explain how can you bring your dough back to life again. So you can collect all these trimmings, put it in one sheet, roll it, and put it butter on 2/3 of the dough. Then do an envelope fold and roll it again. So what is left now? Just to cut into small pieces, and that will be it. So that's, let's say, it's more elaborate way. I will do it the easiest way possible. When you test recipes, unfortunately you come up with quite a bit of leftovers. So here is my chocolate pastry scraps, croissant dough trimmings, all failed attempts, etc. So unintentionally I will create a marble monkey bread. Cube size depends on you. However, I would not go for too small. For sugar mix, I used Demerara and added some cinnamon. Sounds obvious, but let's try to mix sugar with the dough very well so it's distributed evenly. Transfer everything in a tin you like and cover with some plastic to proof. I left it outside without proving in the oven, as here in Spain the normal summer temperature is hotter than the proof, so I let it do the job. So while bread is still proving, let's dig a little bit deeper and learn about monkey bread. So I've recently traveled to Western Africa and I heard people mentioning monkey bread fruit. Apparently it's a fruit of baobab, or at least one of the names.
This is calabaceira, right? You call it calabaceira?
Calabaceira, exactly. How do you know it?
So I got interested. Why is this fruit called like that? Monkeys actually love this fruit. If you see the whole fruit itself, it has like a hard shell, and inside it has separate segments with a seed inside. So in general, monkeys like to eat one piece by one, as you see here. They don't like to grab all things together, but they gently take one bite by one and eat it like that. So there's no surprise why this fruit is called like that. So as funny as it sounds, now this recipe also consists of small pieces and actually resembles monkey bread fruit. Okay, nerdy Christina is leaving the stage. Let's go back to the kitchen. So after 1 hour the dough has proofed, and let's heat our oven to 180 degrees and bake for around 16 minutes. Now super quickly we're gonna make caramel and pour over while the bread is still warm. Melt sugar down to light golden and gently whisk in the butter. Now, it is very important to have your cream at room temperature, as otherwise it may cause crystallization. So, bit by bit, add all cream and whisk in. How much cinnamon do you like in caramel? I added half of a teaspoon, which I think is very generous for this small amount. You see how quickly it changed the color? Try not to cross the line between loving cinnamon and adding too much of it, as it will give you a bitter flavor. You can also use syrup and brush generously too, but it's up to you how much sweetness you want to add. If you're a fan of cinnamon, I bet your stomach is already roaring. Let's end the stomach torture and slice it. It is such a perfect match with a cup of tea or coffee, so soft, sweet, moist, and effortless pastry. You know, it's fun to work with complicated desserts, but sometimes it's a pure pleasure to do desserts like this. Very simple. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.